everyone, it's Casters here, and it's time to play ARK Survival Evolved. Oh man, how's it going everybody? How is it going? Do not adjust your screens. Everything is correct on your screen. I was painted a little bit blue by my Tribemate Odills, and you know what? I'm kind of digging it. You know what I look like? I kind of look like Cortana. I totally look like Cortana. Castana? That might be a thing. Anywho, how's it going everybody? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today. I'm having a really good day. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. We're hanging out on the Dino Ranch. Now last time, we did a little bit of a caving thing with a whole bunch of tribe mates. It was a super amazingly fun time. And the time before that, we tamed up a super cute bear. And without giving any spoilers, she's kind of busy in a different location right now, so there's gonna be stuff coming up in the future with some bear stuff, and I'm super excited about it. But anywho, there is a lot of stuff to talk about. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, guys. Now, a little over a week ago, we were getting into painting. Oh, spoilers! I might have showed it already. And I was doing a little bit of base painting and decorating. And I was talking about these window slotty kind of guys on the sides here. And I was saying, man, they're just a little too plain. I don't really like how they look from the outside. Let's get around here super fast. So yeah, if we look here, I mean, it's kind of bland. It's kind of like bleh, kind of not very great looking. So I think I came up with a solution. Here, let's come over here. Do a little jog style. Bam! What do you guys think about this? So I was like, you know what would really liven this up, and when I built this, I don't think they were even a structure, is the glass tiles. I really think that that looks okay, man. So I haven't done the other side yet. I've got some stuff in my inventory hanging out here. I think I've got everything I need to kind of get this going on the other side. I think we're going to pop some doors up in the top there as well. So that's kind of the plan. It's gonna just make everything look a little bit better. Like, if we look over here, oh my gosh, I'm thirsty. Drink a little bit of water. So yeah, when we look over here, I just think that looks so much better. Now, I can't really do the same amount of, like, super fun grappling things like I could before, but I think it's totally gonna be fine. Let's get upstairs real quick and do a thing. Something that got a little bit different as well is I had to run some sort of power stuffs. Should we look at that now, or should we place the windows? We'll place the windows, and we'll come back to the power thing in a second. Alright, so let's get some glass windows, a little bit of greenhouse door frames, and a little bit of doors on there. What happened to the mushrooms? There they go. Alright, so now what we should be able to do is just come right up here and hopefully replace this. Oh, are you gonna place along with it? I don't know if I like that. Is that what's gonna happen? Alright, are you gonna replace it? Bam! Super amazing. So yeah, we're just gonna replace our stone doorways here with our glass tile doorways. And like that. There we go, there we go. Oh, trolley rain, why do you fall upon my head? Alright, so we've got all of our windows totally replaced here. I think it's looking a lot better in the vault room. I really want to see what it looks like from out in the front here. And the next thing that we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at some of the power kind of things that I laid out. I would have done this on camera, but there was actually quite a lot of placing and breaking and kind of figuring out where the best places to run it would be. Let's get over to the generator super fast. Come on, Rain. You could go away anytime now. I think it's about to listen. It's getting a little brighter out. Alright, so we've had this generator over here for quite a while. I mean, since we put the fridges up. And I couldn't simply just like run straight cabling under these foundations. Unfortunately, the ground gets a little bit too tall. Let's do a little alt style, see what's happening. So yeah, we've got our water intake here, but I cannot actually place electrical cables through the generator there. So instead, I had to put one of our slanty guys here, kind of go straight up the wall. And right up there is an X section that comes through our crafting room here. So we've got this guy kind of running along the ceiling, and it doesn't look too terrible. I think it's pretty nice right up against the ceiling there. And from there, we have a little bit of a power thing that's actually running right in the wall. You can see that yellow cabling coming through here. There's a whole thing that's wired up right under this foundation for what we're about to do today. So with that bear update, also came out a brand new structure, which we don't know the engram for yet. Here, let's come over here. Now, the chemistry table is out, guys, and this is super amazingly huge news. Forever and ever, I've kind of been hoping that an industrial version of the mortar and pestle would come out, and this is what we are— oh no, we don't know any of this! Yeah, this is the industrial version of the mortar and pestle, so super amazingly cool. We're getting amazingly advanced in the ranch now, and we're gonna get better stuff from it. So not only is this going to make all the stuff the mortar and pestle can make, faster, but it's also going to do it more efficiently. We will actually get more output from it than we would from just using a mortar and pestle. Alright, chemistry bench. Holy crap, man! Consumes 65 engram points, so that's a little bit of an expensive kind of thing there. Now let's come over. I think we make it in here, right? Yeah, let's come over to structures and crafting and see what we need here. Alright, we need 250 metal ingots. We already got 400 in there, totally good. Cementing paste, 250. 100 spark powder, 250 crystal, and 250 polymer. I'm pretty sure I have everything just hanging out right in storage here. Alright, there's our hundo on the spark powders. Pop that guy in here. Bam! And for the rest of these, oh geez, I'm gonna be stuck kind of running stuffs. 100. I'm encumbered. Why do I have all this stone and wood on me? Let's do a little bit of inventory management and put that away. Alright, so we've gathered everything that we need. We're popping it all into our fabricator right now. Let's come back over to structures, go to crafting, and bam, there we have it. This is an amazingly expensive structure, and it's actually the first thing in the game where we need a power source connected to it, and we also need gasoline to run it as well. Go like this, and I'm guessing we're gonna get a huge chunk of XPs for this. Bam! Oh yeah, all the XP. And this thing only weighs 4 pounds. It's always hilarious to me when something takes like 2,000 pounds of stuffs and then it just instantly turns to 4 pounds. It's amazing. It's super magic. Alright, so I've got a gas in my inventory. And this may all be kind of moved around in the future, which will be a little bit painful. But the way things are set up right now, I think our crafting bench is going to go right about here. Hold on. So yeah, the power is coming down through the wall. There's a little bit of a slanty thing, and there's actually a power box hiding right under the floor here. I don't think there's actually a spot we can see that happening. Yeah, it's totally hidden. I'm really hoping it's going to connect to that since it's the closest power box and not up to that one, because that would be super uggo. So let's see. Let's come over here. Go into Alt. See if we can get this lined up. I want to make sure we're lined up super nicely with the vault here. Let's see if we can get a little bit straighter. Crooked. Whoop. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Should I get right up to here? Alright, that's not too bad. Oh, how did we end up so far away over here? You know what? Oh no, I don't really like how that was placed. I'm probably going to end up redoing that completely. Oh, I totally don't like how that looks, but whatever. Let's move on with things. It's okay, man. So we got this super cool chemistry bench going on here. Look at that. We got like beakers and cool little vials and stuff happening. Oh, there's like a whole process. Is that a Bunsen burner? I don't even know. This is super cool, man. Holy crap. All right. So, I mean, now we can just come over here. We can demolish this. We don't even need this. Uh-oh, what was in here? What's in the bag? There's nothing in the bag. Why does it exist? And let's get rid of the table as well. I really wish we could move the table instead of having to break it. This is so weird that there's a death item cache here, but there's no items in it. Super funky. Anywho, so that table's out of the way. Eventually, I think I will break these guys too. But what I want to do is kind of test this guy out here. So it's got power. Check. Let's go ahead and put a gas in here. And we need to put 16 keratin and chitin into here and 32 stone. All right, let's do that. If I come over here, I should have some stone hanging out right here. And for right now, I want to do a little... Oh, that's way too much stone. I'm super silly. What was I even thinking? I want to grab a little bit of stone, and I want to grab some chitin, and I kind of want to test it out a little bit between the old primitive mortar and pestle and the brand new chemistry table here. So if we come over to this guy, is this going to be empty? Sweet! And we pop in 4 keratin, right? Yeah, 4 keratin and 8 stone. All right. So I'm going to put exact amounts in here. Let's see. And let's craft one. And this is just going to give us 1 cementing paste. Okay. All right, so we got that guy. And then over here, we need more amounts of everything, but I believe we're going to get a way better yield. So over here, we need to have 16 and 32. All right, so there's our 32 stone, and now we need 16 chitin. All right, so when we make this, how many do we get? Turn on, craft item. Oh, cool. So we get 6 cementing paste from that 1 cycle. And we got 1 from how much? Sorry, I'm having a little bit of a math thing happening here. Okay, so 4 times the amount of ingredients, but you get 6 times the amount of output. That is super, super cool. And it's amazingly fast. Like, here, let's do this one more time just to see what the difference in speed is. Let's just go for 100 and 100. We'll just go like this. Make the 12 that we can, and we'll come back over to this guy. We'll put 100 and 100 in and see how fast it goes comparatively. All right, and 3. Wow, okay, so 24 from that guy almost instantaneously. And over here, it's still crafting up that 12, right? That is crazy. So an awesome amount of difference there. And the chemistry table, we can use for all sorts of useful things. Like, we can make bug spray on this. That's one of the major things I'm thinking about. Bug spray is super, super expensive, and to be able to get way more of an output and just super fast is really cool. I can't believe how fast this thing is. And this thing still has 3 to go. Are you guys even joking? This is so crazy. That is super cool, man. All right, so we have used every single piece of stone that I had kind of stored up here. And let's see how much cementing paste we've got. Let's go ahead and do a little filtering. Okay, well, it's not like a huge amount. I could probably have gotten more, you know, going out and gathering with the frog or finding beaver dams for sure. But holy man, we just made almost 400 cementing paste so stinking fast. If we would have been doing this with the mortar and pestle, for sure they would still be crafting the items, and we would have just a ton less. Like, we would have less than half the amount of cementing paste. This is so cool, guys. Now, the last thing that I want to do today is a little bit more of a decorative kind of point. So, the last episode, we went caving with a bunch of our tribe mates, and we hit a few of the caves. I've got, I think, 4 of the different artifacts now, and I went ahead and I learned the trophy base. Is it a misc? It is a misc. Okay. So I've got some obsidian here. I've got enough to make one for each of the artifacts. There are 8 in the game total. I do not have all 8 artifacts yet, but I do want to have like a spot for them. All right, so there's our 8 trophy bases. Let's go ahead, pop those into our inventory. And let's get some of our artifacts as well. Come on now. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab all of these. Our slots here are going to have a spot for the trophy and a spot for... Why isn't it transferring? Oh, I can only carry 1. Haha, I'm super silly. You can only have 1 on you because you are a living organism. And let's see, this one. There we go. So we've got 4 of the 8 artifacts so far. And we're going to try and like get some cool lights kind of happening here. Alright, so what I am thinking here is this upper third level doesn't really have too much going on. It's just sort of like an aesthetic thing. And my thoughts are that the 6 old caves, so the default caves before Snow and Swamp, I'm thinking we're gonna have them on a trophy base, kind of right out here. And the Snow and Swamp cave artifacts, because they are so much more difficult, will kind of be on the center walkway in their own displays. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to do, now I'm not sure if it's going to matter which way these guys face, is I want to kind of get these guys right up by the railing here. I still want to be able to walk around them, that sort of thing. Like I don't want to put it like right in the doorway here, although I could. Yeah, I kind of want to put it like pretty center here. I want to make sure it's nice and center. These are kind of stinking spendy, man. Obsidian is heavy. And let's do a little alting and make sure we're kind of center here. Alright, that looks pretty good, right? Bam. Okay, it's a little crooked, but it's totally cool, man. So we've got that guy right here. And I'm thinking what we will do, since these two are similarly colored, I'm gonna go ahead and put the massive right into this guy. Oh yeah, oh yeah, are you kidding me? That looks so stinking cool. So then I just gotta go ahead and place those guys kind of in the same spot. Alright, gotta make sure it's evenly spaced between the railings. Oh no. Alright, so it's the dark of night, and bloom quality and light shafts are totally rocking and rolling. And these guys do not shine as brightly as I totally thought they would. I thought they'd be a lot brighter. And oh man, it is amazingly dark in here. Let's go ahead and turn on some fancy lights in the base. Get some of this darkness out of our face. So with the 2 lights on down here, how does it look? I mean, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. We've got a little bit of the color kind of things happening here. But especially because I don't have all the artifacts, I think what I want to do is go ahead. I've got the copies of all the artifacts in my hands here. And I want to go ahead and kind of change the layout a little bit, just so we've got, like, the same colors happening on each side, kind of get them looking better. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the artifact out of here. The hunter. Okay, so I can't. We're going to put the hunter right here. Clever hunter. Bam. Bam. Perfect. And right here, we're going to go ahead, take the hunter out of this guy, and we're going to pop in another artifact of the massive. Oh. There we go. Right? Because then we've got the cyan light happening on both sides. And right here, I want to go ahead and take that guy out. That is the clever. So let's pop the clever. You know what? We're actually going to put the clever in between on this side, because they're not too far off in their shade of green here. So if we go like this, I mean, they're a little bit different, the green that happens between the clever and the hunter, but it's not super different, so it's not going to make too big of a difference here. And let's come over, take this guy out of here. Bam and bam. And put the pink guy right there. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. I'm digging on that a lot more. That's looking cool. Should I just pop the other 2 that I have in here? I'm not sure. This might make it look tacky. We might ruin everything right now. Okay. It might look okay. It's okay. We can always reorganize them. Oh man! Look at this! We totally have like a trophy level. This is super awesome. Let's go ahead and get down on the bottom. Should I turn these on too? I mean, I could, but that kind of detracts from the super cool artifact lighting. And let's get over. I want to see if I can see the light from these on the outside. Alright, not really. I was kind of hoping that they would light the glass up in whatever color, you know, they were in front of. But that isn't really happening. It still looks really cool, though. Oh, man. Let's see if we can get a Pteranodon super fast before the sun rises here. I just want to do a little bit of a fly around. I'm sorry for running around in the dark so much. I'm just kind of letting the natural lighting do its thing here. Turbo's a little too fast. Let's take Logus's super new Quetz. He found a 116 Quetz in the wild. His name is Boeing, and he's got a purple mohawk. He's super cool. All right, so let's go ahead, get around the side here, go over the Rexes a little bit. Oh, that looks really awesome. Look at our base. Oh, now it's amazingly dark. Let's go to maybe Gamma 3. There we go. Get a little bit brighter up in here. And let's do a little bit of a flyby. Oh, the light shafts, they're all in our face. Let's see what it looks like with those off real fast. Bloom quality, light shafts. There we go. So that is looking pretty cool. That is looking pretty cool. I'm happy with it. I think it gives a little bit of color to the base and everything. And once I paint a bunch of the window frames and a little bit more of the structures, I think it's really gonna look cool. Oh, right. Now, I will say that that is pretty stinking cool looking. I mean, the sun coming up behind us and the lamps off on the lower floor. It is just really, really cool the way that the light is coming down on the wall like that. I mean, look at how cool this looks. I'm super, super happy with how this turned out. I'm really excited to get more of the artifacts just so that we can have them all represented. It's really cool. I like this. We've got our little Rex trophies happening below. We've got our light show happening up above. The vault room is like my fanciest room in the whole building. And we got to play around with the chemistry table a little bit. So I'm probably going to be gathering more resources, doing a lot more kind of crafting with this guy, having some fun with it. And I think that that's actually going to do it for me today, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's look each other right in the eyeballs. You can look at me in my painted blue face. Oh, can we find the sun? Can we get out of the shadows for a second? Come on now. Oh, there we go. It's a little window of light. All right, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with me today. I seriously do appreciate it. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. I will too. I'll catch you next time. And this is Cassers out.
Up a tree, clinging to a cloud. Up a tree.